Wabash Cannonball. One day our Amtrak train departed the Olympia station stop headed southbound for Portland. I was the conductor in the body of the train. Our next station stop was in Centralia, Washington. About 10 minutes out of Olympia, we're doing 79 miles per hour on Main Track 2, getting close to the Wabash Junction. At the Wabash Junction, there was a chance that we would cross over from the left to the right, from Main Track 2 to Main Track 1 at 35 miles an hour, and travel another 2 miles before stopping in Centralia. For station work concerning passengers and baggage, Main Track 1 was a whole lot better than Main Track 2, as it was next to the station, which eliminated the risk of having to walk people over the tracks. Back to the train. We're doing 79 miles an hour on Main Track 2, and as far as I could tell, we're going to go straight down Main Track 2 at Wabash because we were not slowing down. Suddenly, the train went into emergency braking, and we hit the Wabash crossover at 70 miles an hour, twice as fast as we're supposed to. It sounded and felt like we went off the tracks, and we were stopped on the ground. Scary as hell. I was on the rear of the train, high in the rear of the coach, by the back door when we crossed over. The violent movement snapped the lock on the door, and it slid open. I shoved it shut and hurried downstairs. Still shaken from the sudden stop, I jumped to the ground and jogged towards the engine, observing the wheels of the train. I was really surprised to see that we were still on the rail. I climbed up onto the locomotive, and the engineer was clearly in mild shock. He said in a very weary tone, "Anybody hurt?" "I'm not sure," I said. "I hope not." "I thought I had a clear signal that we're going straight," he said sheepishly. "I plugged it when I saw that we were going to cross over. What are we going to do?" I says, "Tell the dispatcher if he calls, you had a near miss." I told him, "You ready? Let's go." "Okay." I climbed back down from the locomotive and got on the lower level snack bar car, the second car back, and gave the hoghead a highball hand signal. We then continued down the track. The bartender was making body motions like his neck and back were hurt. I said, "Knock it off, Don," I told him. I got on the PA. "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, the engineer put the train into emergency braking to avoid running over a dog. I had a little talk with him, and he won't be doing that again." After a few weeks, when the engineer had calmed down and was back to his normal self, and we hadn't been caught and fired, whenever we went through the Nelson Bennett mile-long tunnel near Tacoma, I would get on my portable radio with my harmonica and play Wabash Cannonball, reminiscing of the time that we were the Cannonball.